Good morning. I want to introduce myself. My name is Nicole Listema, and I am a lead forecaster here at the National Weather Service Forecast Office located in Peachtree City. Let's get into the forecast for the upcoming 7 days. The first thing we will talk about is the forecast through the end of the week. A cold front will move into southern Georgia by early this afternoon. Gusty northerly flow behind the cold front will help usher in cold Arctic air from Canada into the deep south. The cold temperatures will combine with the gusty winds to create low wind chills and dangerous fire weather conditions for much of north and central Georgia through the end of the week. The cold temperatures and gusty winds will combine to create wind chill values between 0 and 10 degrees below zero across much of northwest Georgia tonight. A wind chill advisory has been issued from 9 p.m. tonight through 10 a.m. Friday morning for much of northwest Georgia. Minimum temperatures will range from the single digits in the northeast Georgia mountains to low teens across the Atlanta metropolitan area to near 20 degrees south of the fall line across the coastal plain. There is a chance that a wind chill advisory will be needed for the far northeast Georgia mountains Friday night. Wind chills between 0 and 10 degrees below zero are possible across the higher elevations. This next graphic to me is very interesting. It displays the number of hours that temperatures will be below freezing from 10 a.m. today through 8 a.m. on Saturday. At this time, the graphic does not display consecutive hours, but that functionality may be coming soon. Across North Georgia, the royal blue color indicates that temperatures will be below freezing for nearly 100% of the time through 8 a.m. Saturday. The Arctic air mass that will settle across the southeast states behind today's cold front not only will bring cold temperatures, but very low relative humidity values. With the lack of precipitation across much of the area, fuel moistures remain very low. Fuel moisture is very simply defined as the water content in the vegetation. The low relative humidity values, in combination with the low fuel moistures, will create high fire danger conditions across much of Georgia today. In addition, winds will be northwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour, with gusts up to 25 miles an hour. Today's gusty winds may also contribute to the additional drying of vegetation, possibly lowering fuel moistures even more for Friday. Relative humidity values will be slightly lower tomorrow afternoon, with the lowest values approaching between 10 and 15%. With no precipitation forecast, fuel moistures will remain very low, so high fire danger conditions will persist through Friday afternoon. The good news is winds will be lower with sustained speeds less than 10 miles an hour. Another cold front is expected to move through Georgia later Saturday into very early Sunday morning. Southerly winds ahead of the frontal passage will help moderate temperatures across central Georgia. Saturday's high temperatures will range from the upper 30s across the higher terrain of northern Georgia to near 60 across central Georgia. Overnight temperatures Saturday will mainly be in the 20s and 30s. There really isn't much of an air mass change behind the cold front, so daytime temperatures are not expected to change very much Sunday or Monday. Sunday night's low temperatures will range from the upper 20s in far northeast Georgia to lower 40s across central Georgia, due in part to the thickening cloud cover ahead of the next frontal boundary. The increasing clouds will help insulate the lower atmosphere. An Arctic cold front will move through Georgia on Monday. Colder temperatures are expected once again, with overnight temperatures in the teens and 20s for the first part of the week. Maximum temperatures will struggle to get out of the 30s across much of North Georgia on Tuesday. With such strong high pressure building in from Canada, models may begin to trend colder. If the models display run-to-run consistency, With the colder temperatures, the maximum and minimum temperatures may have to be adjusted downward. In summary, expect a series of cold fronts to impact north and central Georgia through early next week. The first front will move through today, continuing the cold and dry air mass that has been in place for the last several days. Temperatures are expected to warm ahead of a cold front this weekend. However, the next cold front will move through Georgia on Monday, bringing back the colder temperatures. Precipitation is not expected through the period. The primary weather hazards through the end of the week will be low wind chills and high fire danger.